Hey everybody, how you doing? Rebel of Rocket and Rebel here, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to say hi. I don't know if you've been following me, but last Friday I had a stroke, and it was quite a surprise to me, as you might imagine. But it was not just a small, nothing, no big deal. It was actually a full-blown, flat-out, basically on your ass stroke. And I had no expectation of this. I'm in very good health, and they could not actually believe when I went into the hospital what happened. They put me, well, start from the beginning. I was driving my truck, no kidding, an 18-wheeler at the time, and it hit me. And I remember I was talking to Rocket on the phone, and I said, something's not right. And she asked me if I was okay, and I said, no, there's something wrong. And from that point on, everything gets kind of weird and surreal. I managed to drive my truck, say, another 10 miles to the port of entry in Cheyenne. They asked me if I was okay. They saw I came in too fast. They called the highway patrol, and he was looking at me like something was wrong. And I'm trying to explain to him, I don't know what's going on. Well, he quickly called an ambulance. The ambulance came. They took me to the hospital. In the hospital, they gave me an IV and this drug, wonder drug, TPA. I don't have the name of it for you right now. I was at a 9 when I was in that hospital as far as indications of having a stroke. And by the time I was in the air, the drug was working. When I landed in Denver, they checked me again, and I was at a 3. And by the time I got out of the CAT scan and everything, I was 0. Basically, out of danger for the stroke. Unfortunately, the drug they give you, it thins your blood, and they had to put me in ICU for overnight, where they check you constantly. It's like every hour, temperature, blood pressure, hold your arms up, who's the president, what year is it, trying to make sure that my brain was still online. It's a very weird feeling, very weird. And so I was in the hospital for another day after that, where they did more scans of my lower body to look for more clots to ensure that there's not going to be another one that gets to my brain, and there's nothing. I am the same. I'm the same as I was. I have no lingering effects, no hassles, no challenges brought on by the stroke. I just texted a friend of mine. It's like they tell me it's some kind of miracle. So if you're waiting, don't wait. Intellectually, see, everybody understands that at any given moment, something could happen and change everything, and you don't think about it, though. You don't. Knowing is not the same as understanding, and I've talked about this in intention manifestation, to where to begin to understand things is to have a deeper knowledge of exactly what's going on. I'm happy that I can continue talking to you about these types of things, and I will continue in the future going forward for as long as I can. And it's just a very odd feeling to think about it. And I wanted to share this with you. I know that you know at any moment that's it. But I want you to begin to understand it so that you see it and you feel it and you realize that all the things that you're working for and all the things that you want to make happen, there's a limit. There's a time limit. And you don't know what it is. Our saying, our tagline is venture boldly. Remember that. Do it. Every day. Because I don't know, if I would have died, but I may not be able to do this just this way. Don't take it for granted. It does have a limit. So, I'm Rebel with Rockin' Rebel, and I sincerely desire that this video in some way sparks something in you, and you take that step, the leap, or whatever it is. Roll it flat out every day. I'll see you soon.